Hello my friends, welcome back. So I'm gonna start a new segment called the Older Man Quick Bites. I'll probably come up with a new name later on, and the reason I want to start this is because a lot of my videos are quite long, half an hour over, right? And because I get a lot of videos that people refer me to that they would like a response on, I just thought, you know what? I'm gonna start doing quick bites where I'll just give you just quick responses to these videos because there's so many of them I can't keep giving long responses on all of them. So with that said, welcome to the Older Man Quick Bites. All right? Let me know if you like the name. You guys got any other suggestions? Bring them on. I'm welcome. I'm open to any suggestions, okay? So with that said, what's today's quick bite? My old buddy, Mr. Al Pacino. TMZ reports that Al Pacino has to pay $30,000 a month in child support and plans to give up $150K up front. As you all know, Mr. Pacino, he just had a child with a gorgeous woman, and he's what? I think he's 80? And in addition, he will be required to contribute $15,000 annually to an education fund and may potentially owe an additional $90,000 at the conclusion of the year, contingent upon his earnings. Woo! Now, the comments is what I'm going to read, but here's my immediate impression. Ever since the beginning of time, successful men, powerful men, men of means have had multiple women, concubines, whatever you want to call it. You had concubines, you had mistresses, you had all of these names that literally described what this woman is a side chick, all right? This is not a woman that he was married to. This is a woman that he had a child with. Baby mamas is what we call them today. We got a lot of different names. Side chicks, baby mamas. I get confused over these terms. But the point I'm trying to make is all successful men have had multiple women who desired them. Poor men never had that choice. I think, and don't hold me to this, but it's close. I think that something like 35 to 40% of males that exist in this world never had the chance to reproduce. They never had the means, they never had the sperm count, they never had the virility, they never had what it took to find a woman. Or they choose never. They either chose not to have a woman or they died before they could reproduce. So their bloodline literally died off when they died. But successful men have had the opportunity to have as many women as they wish, and those women, if they prefer to mate with this man and carry his seed, who cares? If he can afford it, that's his choice.
Yeah. I think that once you like someone, you're in love with someone, your eye doesn't turn for anybody else.
When you're
it's
in
mainly
love
for
with
women.
someone.
Well, I've spoken with men who have the same views.
They're weak. They're weak. And
They're weak.
No, really, they're weak. If you look historically at the men who have multiple wives, it's the men who are favored in the Bible, the men who are favored in the Quran, and when you look at secular society, historically, it's the men who are the greatest leaders. The Pharaoh had multiple wives, the Emperor of China had multiple wives, and you can go on indefinitely. It's the men of power.
Do you think that's
just it? If this man found an eligible woman, a good woman that choose to work with him in this endeavor, who's to say that something's wrong with it? It's not you or me to decide that. I can tell you, if I had hundreds of millions, I would probably pump out 20, 30 kids. That's just me. Because I would love to have my offspring move into the next generation en masse. But most men cannot afford to have kids, especially in today's economy. So don't blame this man. He's at the end of his life. What else is he going to do with his money? Take it with him? You all going on and you're blaming this woman. Oh, she's a whole gold digger. No, if they both came to a conclusion, perfectly okay. He saw a beautiful woman, that would make a beautiful child. Do you understand why men seek out beautiful women? Because beauty is a sign of health. It's a sign that the person is symmetrical genetically. Because beauty basically is symmetry. One side of her face is symmetrical to the other side. It looks the same. The definition of a person being ugly or unattractive is when one side of the face does not match the other. One side of the body does not match the next. Look, does this look attractive? No. This looks more attractive. Why? Because this is healthy. Same thing with your posture. When a posture and you're poised, it shows a sign of health. The same thing occurs in all parts of the body. So if you understand this, you'll understand why this man chose a beautiful woman and why every man wants to find a beautiful woman. We're biologically wired to find the most beautiful woman to reproduce with them. So understand, this man ain't doing anything wrong. Can't take the money with him, might as well produce as many of his bloodline to go along. He lives on in those kids. I'll read a few comments and then we'll wrap it up, okay? Someone says, I don't care how rich you are, no child needs 30 bands a month to survive. No, you're right. Come on, we know this. The child care system is a money-making scheme for the government. But you know what? If this man makes millions a year, who gives a shit about 30 bands? It's the equivalent of paying maybe $500 to him. So it's all relative, my friends. Poor people, this is definitely too much money. But for someone of means, hey, it's okay. Listen, I have friends who make a shitload of money that have kids in different countries where you don't have to spend a lot of money to support them. But he has kids there. Some of these guys are making a 6-figure income, has 2 kids in the US, and has 3 or 4, Colombia, different parts of the world. I'm not gonna out anybody, but I'm just saying there are men that do this. Another comment says, LOL, honestly, these men are fully aware of the type of woman who will literally create babies with them just for the money. And yet they still continue to FW. These women, I don't know what FW mean. Ain't no way he thought that girl was in it for him. The man is 3 bus stops away from the grave. Like, let's be for real. 3 bus stops. That's the best one I've heard. Yeah, you don't think he knows that? Of course he knows that. But like I said, he has the money. What the hell are you gonna do with it? Take it to him, to the grave? No, he can't. So why not do something that will produce something else? Forget about giving it to these charities. You know that's a waste of money. The government takes half of it in taxes. It's just a freaking shit show with a lot of these charities. Maybe 10% of it actually gets to a worthy cause before, you know, all of these different workers and people who are running these charities take their cut. In reality, I prefer to give it to a woman, have a couple of my kids, she get on with her life. I leave this one in peace with my offspring. I mean, think about it, guys, right? A man's wealth these days is the equivalent of being a powerful animal in the animal kingdom. What I'm basically saying is, a lion will beat another lion and a bear will fight another male bear in order to show the woman that you are the man that they should be mating with, right? That is the power of evolution. That woman only wants to have kids from the most powerful lion, the strongest bear, so that she has the best chance of passing on the strongest child to survive. That's what all females do throughout the entire ecosystem, every single ecosystem, whether it's birds, fish, mammals, reptiles, every single species do the same thing. Now, when it comes to humans in today's day and age, the strongest is the same equivalent of the most wealthy, because we know that wealth is what will guarantee your chances of surviving and being more successful, because money talks, my friends. Okay, 2 more of these and this bite is over. These chicks really get what the F they want when they want. If you can't afford the child, give it to the parent who can. All that man money for her to do whatever with. F no. It's the reality of life, my friend. You know, the real state in NJ says, what life is like when wealthy men don't date women in their age. Men never date women in their age. What reality that you don't understand? Women think that they're going to be old and make money with this man at his age or get his money at his age. Why would he choose an old woman at his age? For what? What is she offering him? Jesus, seriously? You imagine him at 80 years old with an 80-year-old woman. What sense does that make? Especially if he's still pumping sperm. These women have no idea, man. Okay, this gentleman goes, imagine being the kid learning that mom made a business out of sleeping with men old enough to be her great-great-grandfather for money. The kid wouldn't give a shit. The next generation don't care. This is the reality of life, my friend. By the time he's a teenager, all people are going to know is that he's the son of this great man. That's it. They don't care. We're in a society where we can have two dads, we can have two moms, we can have something that looks like a mom or something that looks like a male or female. What makes you think having an older father or or the fact that his father could have been his great-grandfather going to make a difference to this kid? Grow up, my friends. Realize that we are in a different world right now. Okay, I'm going to cut it right here. Listen, subscribe. Of course, if you want any answers to life little problems that I can help you with, log in to askanolderman.com. If you have a quick question, simply go over to Ask an Older Man on Instagram. All right, guys? I'll see you all in the next Older Man Bites. Cheers.